Hey guys, welcome back. Today is my October favourites video. Wow, October has gone so quickly, and as I'm sitting here I am looking out the window and the whole garden is covered in autumn, orange, red, beautiful leaves, and it looks amazing. So I'm going to start off my October favourites with makeup, and strangely enough all of the makeup that I have to talk about today is drugstore or really affordable actually, which is kind of a strange one. Normally I have a few high-end bits and bobs, but these are all drugstore. And the first one I'm going to talk about is this blush palette. This is from Collection. I'm not sure if it's out yet. I know it's just coming out in October, so you should be able to get it now. If not, it will be coming very soon. I don't know if they've kind of distributed it into all the stores yet. This is $4.99 and it's so good. It comes with two blushes, a highlighter and a bronzer. I definitely use the blushes more than the highlighter and bronzer, but all of them are really nice. For £5 you really can't go wrong with this, and I would definitely recommend checking it out. Another thing that I've been loving this month is the L'Oreal True Match foundation, and I know this has had a lot of hype over the years. It's kind of a cult drugstore classic, but I've been using it so much this month. They've recently repackaged it and slightly tweaked the formulation, although to be honest I haven't really noticed the difference, but I do really like it. The colour I'm using at the moment is 2N in vanilla, and I just really like this. It has the consistency and staying power and look and feel of a high-end foundation, but it is around the £10 mark. So if you're looking for a drugstore foundation, I definitely recommend this. Also, it's supposed to be almost an exact dupe for the Giorgio Armani Luminous, is it Luminous Silk? Which I haven't used in a long time, but I know a lot of people think that it is the exact same formula, which would make sense because L'Oreal own Armani. So yes, that is a little tip for you all. Another thing that I've discovered this month, and I know I've talked a lot about liquid eyeliners in the last few months. I've been obsessed with liquid liner most of this year, really. I don't know why, I just kind of have been loving it and wearing it most days, but I've recently discovered the Topshop Magic Liner, which was actually a recommendation from a friend. It's £6.50 and it is seriously brilliant. It stays on all day, it's really black. The only thing I would say is I think it's drying out quite quickly. I've only had this for a couple of weeks. I have been using it pretty much every day, but I've started to notice it's getting a little bit drier. The other beauty item that I've been loving this month is a new discovery. I actually bought this whilst I was in the States, and it's the L'Oreal Paris Caramel Comfort Nude Balm. I'm kind of confused by these products because they all have different packaging. I bought a couple of these when I was away. I actually bought 3, and they're in different packaging and have different names, so I don't know if they're in the process of transitioning to new packaging or something like that, but this is so nice. I love the scent. It smells almost exactly like the Clarins Instant Light lip balms, which I'm actually wearing one of them today, and I love them, but they're pretty expensive, and yeah, it has the exact same scent. It's my favourite scent for lip products ever. And this I really love because it still gives you pigmentation and a little bit of coverage on your lips in the way that a kind of glossy lipstick would, but it's still really moisturising and feels like a lip balm. So moving on to bath and body stuff, I have a shower gel favourite from Aussie, and this is the Megawatt Body Wash. The last one of these I tried was the shower smoothie one, which was a bit sweet for me. Like, I liked it, but I didn't love it. You would love it, however, if you like Lush's Snow Fairy and anything kind of bubblegum sweet. It smells really, really sweet. Bit sweet for me, but I love this one. This is the energizing one. It's got ginseng in it, and it just really makes you feel refreshed in the morning. I'm not a true believer in shower gels waking you up. I don't know if they can really do that, but I definitely think certain scents make you feel a bit more awake and refreshed, and this one in the morning is definitely one I have been enjoying using. The next favourite is a new discovery and a recent purchase. It's a perfume from one of my favourite candle brands, Nest. I've actually tried their perfumes before, and they have one called Midnight Fleur, which is lovely. However, this one is, I believe it's their newest release. It's called Indigo, and it smells so good. I'm not entirely sure how to describe it or what notes are in it. I'll pop in the info bar below a link to where you can buy it, and they'll say all the notes and all that if you're interested. But I definitely recommend checking this out and giving it a sniff if you are on the market for a new perfume, because it smells lovely and the scent lasts for a long time as well. It's quite strong. It's one of those scents that's like sweet and fruity and floral and sexy all at the same time. It's kind of everything in one, as opposed to being very intense kind of evening scent. It still has that daytime wearability. Then I have 2 non-beauty favourites this month. The first one is a tea. It's been a couple of months since I've had a tea in my favourites. It's the Clipper Mango Green Tea, and I'm not normally a fruit tea fan. I have to say I normally go for the more kind of sweet or kind of spicy teas. I love chives and things like that. But this one I really like. It makes green tea taste so much better. If you guys like the idea and the health benefits of drinking green tea, but you don't necessarily like plain green tea, this is really good because it's not overly fruity, but it just makes the green tea taste better. And then my other favourite is a book, which I actually have to admit, I haven't read a book in a little while. I just find I have less and less time to read. I was recommended this book. I can't remember who recommended it now, but I was. It's called Only Ever Yours by Louise O'Neill. It's essentially a young adult kind of dystopian novel of that genre that is kind of huge and has been for the past few years. This is a young adult novel, so it's really easy to read. I actually finished it in a couple of days. And I have to say, I was really hooked on it though. It's not necessarily the most active storyline, like it doesn't really go very far in the book. I finished it personally wishing that she took the story further. However, it was really interesting and I would thoroughly recommend it. It is quite dark and it makes you think a lot about society and women and body image and things like that. But yeah, a very interesting book anyway, and I really enjoyed reading it. I would recommend it if you're looking for an easy read that is still interesting enough to keep you hooked to the end. So I like that a lot. And then lastly, I have a fashion favourite for you all, which I'm actually wearing at the moment. It's this shirt from Topshop, which is a kind of black and white. It has like a checkered / striped pattern to it. It also has a little velvet details on it, so around the cuffs, and then it has a little velvet string pussy bow. I've been loving the pussy bow shirt trend for autumn. So excited they're back in fashion. I've actually popped a leather dress over the top of it today and it looks so kind of clueless. I'm loving it. But yeah, I've been really loving wearing this. Another thing I actually almost forgot to put in because it's really different to my other stuff and was just sitting on the bed behind me, is a hairdryer. I don't normally talk about hairdryers very often. I've had the same hairdryer for probably 5 years now, and although I've been sent quite a few in the past and I try out different ones from time to time, very few of them actually end up in my bedroom as the day-to-day hairdryer because Mike is actually really fussy with his hairdryers. However, this one has replaced the previous one that we were using. It's the Babyliss 3Q, and there are a few different reasons why I like this. It's quite expensive, it's £120, but hairdryers tend to last you a long time, and if you have long, thick hair like me, then they're definitely worth the investment to get your hair dry quickly. So the reasons why I like this, it's really light for a start. It's not very loud for a second one, which is great if one of you is in bed and the other one's drying the hair and you're still trying to get some sleep. It has a really small nozzle on the end, so it's good even if you just want to rough dry your hair without putting the like skinny nozzle on it. It's still quite targeted. It's really powerful, and it also has another thing that I really like. It has the cool air, like shot button is an on-off, so you don't have to hold it down, because all of the other ones I've had have been like a trigger. So you either end up pressing it by accident and it going cold, or you end up with kind of like not consistently cold, so you can either put it on or off. I really like that. It also has a mega long cord, so you can be like drying your hair on the other side of the room. It has rose gold on it too. Big fan of this, love it. And that's it for my monthly favourites. I hope you guys have a great day. If you're not already subscribed, please do, it would make my day, and I'll see you again on Monday with a new video. Bye guys!